Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to ChriswithaC, hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today. Guys, I'm stumbling over my words, I'm so excited, unbelievably. Me and Rob have finally, and massive thank you to the guys at Wheelspin, by the way, so I will put a link in the description to where you can actually get these vehicles, but we've been planning this for a while, haven't we?
Just over a year.
Rob has been chomping at the bit at this, and I've been drooling over that. And honestly, the realization that they're actually here is surreal. And it was a proper pleasure to go meet the guys up there as well.
Yeah, they're brilliant, lovely people.
Martin and Gareth came up with us as well, and we had a wicked time up there. And by now you would have seen that video, so that's cool. If you haven't, again, I'll put a link in the description below. But today is all about these guys. And what it actually means, this, right, I have mentioned it in the previous video. Rob's dad, bless him, who's no longer with us, he would have loved this, wouldn't he?
He'd been right on it. He was mad with his helicopters as well.
Yeah, and he was always the kind of, the more extreme end of wanting things, you explained to me.
Yeah,
so,
he had the better of the end.
As Rob has gone and done here, he's got literally the better end of dream trucks.
Toy cars.
Right, I'm not going to beat around the bush too much because you guys have come to watch this video over these two trucks, all right? So what we are going to do is we'll start setting up the camera, we'll start doing an unboxing. My lovely assistant by here is going to unbox it because the sheer size of these vehicles is unbelievable. Again, oh, by the way, there are new cars coming to the channel as well, and we're not allowed to say about them yet, but you'll see them. It's another plan that me and Rob will probably be doing very, very soon. Yeah, come on then. Right guys, Traxxas XRT Ultimate. Rob has gone for the lovely colour of blue, lovely. 8S. Guys, obviously a truck like this definitely needs to be on 8S. He'd gone for the ultimate version. You know, let's treat it as it's meant to be treated. This truck, I don't think, is going to be pushed around the park, is it? No. A couple of little upgrades. The truck is heavy, so I'm going to try and go for it. You've obviously got the aluminum diff housing. You've got, obviously, now, one thing I will point out in a second is the suspension. There's a good reason behind that. I actually thought they weren't belted. Turns out they are belted. You've got the TQI, obviously Traxxas link, actually installed on the handset this time around, and the upgraded servo as well, which I can't remember the part number of that, but we can check that out in the moment. Hubs, obviously a full aluminum. The cush drive and diff cover is again aluminum. Bell crank, again the upgraded shocks, the wheelie bar, and so on and so forth. Right, Rob, let's get it open. Awesome. Right, I'm going to hold the box for you because this is your first look at your vehicle. What do you reckon, mate? She's upside down.
That don't matter.
No?
Nope.
Right, careful with this part because you have got the handset on you. So, as you can see, there's the handset. We'll put that down by here in a second. She's a big old girl, mine. Full instructions, we'll go through that in a moment, what's included in the instructions. With the car itself, absolutely massive wheels. Jesus Christ. They are big, mine, didn't they?
Oh,
look at this, guys. Sneaky peek. Wow. The alloy is popping, this blue. Are you the HT arms? Don't know. It might be, you know. I don't know.
We'll have to look at.
Yeah, something we'll have to look at. Right, let's get your wheels off. I'll hold the box. Oh, I think we're out then. So, Rob's going to get it onto the table here with great difficulty. Oh, fair shout, Rob. That blue is poking. Look at it.
It's popping, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, guys, you can get obviously the standard car. Look, you don't have to go for all the upgrades. Let's get that right. But if you want to save yourself, and you are someone like myself, Rob, many of the guys I knock about with, and are going to start upgrading the vehicles, this was actually a no-brainer, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of all the upgrades that we would normally do were already included on the truck. Yeah.
It's just plug and play and enjoy.
Yeah, and the way Traxxas has actually kind of put it is, it's £1,000 worth or $1,000 worth of upgrades on the car already, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, let's get that body off. So I believe clips underneath.
There they are.
There you go. Absolutely awesome looking thing. It's 1200 kV Valeria motor. The gearing, I'm not sure what the gearing is in here, but just even down to, I mean, that ESC is huge.
It's enormous.
Yeah. As you can see, the bell crank poking through by there, guys. And what I'm going to do in a second, I'm going to pause it 2 seconds, and I'll actually put a bit of light in so you can see a bit better. In fact, what we'll do a sec is we'll change cameras and then we'll just go through the car. Right, okay guys, just to kind of show you how beautiful this car is. The body is absolutely outstanding. It's got a kind of metallic-y mottled effect in there. Really, really beautiful. So, as we mentioned, there's the alloy hubs. And this finishing on the hubs there is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, well done, Traxxas. Pat on the back by there. You could have just not even bothered giving it a lead-in machine edge. But that kind of design going on there. Now, guys, just to make you aware, obviously, the aluminium parts on here are not actually 7075, right? But they are 6061. But being this kind of big billeted piece, they're still going to be strong, all right? So don't just, kind of dismiss the fact that it's 6061. This is a lot stronger, number one, than the plastic. Number two, 6061 made right is actually pretty good. So, I mean, on certain parts, I wouldn't maybe suggest a 6061 chassis, but definitely these hubs and everything, really, really nice looking. There's the front, guys, as you can see. And by the way, what I said about the parts, they apply on the X-Maxx as well. You've got the titanium nitride shocks just poking through there. As you can see, the steering and bell crank, obviously the anodized tie rods coming through. Now, we did speak about this, Rob, didn't we? We are possibly going to be changing this back to...
Yeah, only if they start leaving the ground, when they start leaving the ground.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're just going to bend.
But as you can see, we have got the stand on. I did mark this myself just now with the screwdriver, like a right numpty. So that is now mine. And Rob's got the brand spanking new one.
In the
one of the things to mention, guys, on the body, one of the things I did like with the XRT was obviously these scoops. What this allows for is at the front of the vehicle here, it'll allow you the air to pass through to the ESC, and obviously towards the back of the motor, and that is angled in towards the motor there.
It's also underneath here, mate. As well.
Yep.
Don't forget. I don't know if you'll get it on camera.
That's right, I can see it.
It's here.
So
here
works two ways. It's air into the car, but it'll also let stones back out as well.
Yeah, that's it.
And then on the rear, we have got the diff housings as we showed earlier on. I mean, look at it all poking through this anodizing. Then rubber wheels, all that's anodized as well. Right, let's take the body off, Rob. Let's show them what it's all about, shall we? So, guys, the Valerian, basically the VXL 8S ESC. Some people love them, some people hate them. That's completely up to you. Me and Rob have both decided we are going to be running this ESC for a while, aren't we?
Now I know about what the warranty is on the ESCs, yeah.
Massive shout out to Wheels Film for mentioning that, guys. Me and Rob and many other people actually thought that the the warranty on the Traxxas electrics here in the UK was actually only 30 days. Misinformation being given to myself and many others. It turns out there is a year's warranty. As long as you've got a copy of a receipt, you know, you make a claim. Now, bouncing onto the car, you've got the aluminium shock caps. As you can look at the size of these things, they're like little moped shocks. They're huge, and it's the scale of the vehicle that kind of hits you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's enormous.
Gorgeous, big, massive rear wing. That kind of, and very much like a sledge, actually. The rear wing.
Very similar, isn't it?
Yeah. By the way, yes, we are having a couple of beers. Special moment. Why not? Why wouldn't you? And then you've got obviously poking through here. Obviously all your metal servo saver, bell crank. You have got an upgraded servo in here. I still haven't found out the model number. I will find that out for you. The VXL 1200 motor, metal motor mount as well. All standard with this vehicle. It's the little things they've done, I think.
Yeah, it just gives it that last little bit of edge, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's the stuff essentially like this motor mount, for example. A lot of people. Do you mind if we lift the car up, just showing underneath the vehicle? So guys, this is obviously underneath the car itself. These are the parts that Rob mentioned earlier on. Obviously that's going to either drag air into the vehicle or allow stones to come out. So obviously your steering itself isn't going to get locked up either. Because if you look, that's exactly where the servo saver is. Again, big stout arms all over, right the way through. You have in here, you won't be able to see it in there because it's quite dark, but if you took this off, they have got the metal mounting attachments for the motor mount as well. Again, this all works on the typical Traxxas pin system. I've never used it. Rob has.
I didn't get on with it at first, but I've put it back in the other one now.
Now
I put the metal motor plate and the metal motor mount in. It's worth it. All it does, because you've got the metal pin and it's going plastic top and bottom. The vibration off the slash, the max slash, it moves that much. It actually bores the hole out on the pin, so the pin gets sloppy and starts allowing the motor to move about.
Right, okay.
Which was one of the problems I found.
I know you
sorted as soon as you change the motor.
Right, got you.
You go back on the pin.
Do you want to put the car back because that's heavy, isn't it? This one of the things you kind of notice straight away is the actual the weight of the vehicle. I mean, I think Traxxas mentioned this being roughly about 24 pound in weight, in it, obviously to the guys in America. No wheels, and they are belted. I'm going to stop it by here. We'll pop the wheels on and then we'll carry on looking. Right guys, now we're starting to get to the sheer scale of the vehicle, okay? It is massive. All right, you've seen many cars on the table. I mean, we're hanging off the edge of it here. The XRT is bigger in footprint anyway, because this essentially is like the wide max arms. So it is wider than the X-Maxx, probably by a considerable amount. But with the wheels on, it's a very, very big truck. But on the other hand, very beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Really, really beautiful. To be aware, guys, obviously, if you are going to get a vehicle like this, please remember, all right? I've made arrangements, Rob's made arrangements to accommodate for a vehicle this size. We do have the areas to run them in. So that's something we've learned over the past couple of years. But we've got to the point, obviously, where both of us want a truck this size. Don't rush out and get yourself something like this because, I mean, if you're looking at it thinking, well, you know, on a website or something like that, thinking, you know, oh, yeah, I'll have one of those. And it turns out, and they are big. They are very, very big. Right, but Gravix wheels looking absolutely banging. Loving the wheel nuts, obviously, in there as well.
What's that?
Just a bit of foam from the packing. Let's get the body on. What a beautiful looking thing.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
You happy?
Happy is an understatement. I finally got what I wanted.
It is a really, really... I love this kind of mean look on the front as well. I will say the XRT body is by far the prettier out of the two. And more functional because of obviously the release system on this is all done underneath the arches here. Just like on the sledge, you've got clip system, front and rear on this one. Whereas with the X-Maxx, obviously you've got the latching system. I'll show you that in a sec anyway, but absolutely beautiful looking truck. Really beautiful. It's hard to get it on camera because of the size of the bloody thing.
It's just the sheer size.
Yeah, and look, I don't live in a big house, but this, you done well there, mate. Really well.
Lovely.
What a gorgeous looking thing. Right, well, Mary Poppins sorting his stuff up with it. Guys, obviously this is the TQI handset. If you don't know what this handset is and you're looking at one of these cars, it's probably... Traxxas have been making this handset for as long as I can remember. Let's put it that way. Difference is here, all right, as well as having the standard Traxxas handset, the good news is it does come with a Traxxas link. What this essentially is, guys, is obviously allowing you to fully tune your vehicle, check for firmware updates, and obviously without this, it gives you telemetry. But it's all off the same handset. Now, just to let you know, you can actually run multiple,
up to 10 it is.
Yeah, up to 10, yeah. Basically, Traxxas devices. I think it's 30.
Is it 30?
It's either 10 or 30.
It's one of them.
It's one of them. What Rob did pick up, though, was the speed gearing. That's the 46 tooth mod 1 gearing, and there's the part number.
That's supposedly to get it to 60.
Yep. We've also got some adapters to obviously use our own batteries. We are going to be using these TXF graphenes, as you can see here, high voltage, 100Cs, really nice batteries, plenty of power. We did essentially want to go for something a little bit higher in the milliamp hour, but at the time of us ordering, this is the best deal we could get, really, wouldn't it? Yeah.
772s or nothing.
Now, in the pack, you have obviously the Traxxas instructions, everything else that goes on. Excuse me, I have got a bit of a cough. It's been a long weekend. You have in there, if we can just get it out with the packaging. Right, there you go. Now, as me and Rob both agreed, it would be nice when you're spending £1,500, £1,600 on a car that they give you something a little bit more adequate than these keys. Armour does it now. And yeah, well, I mean, you know, they're all right to get you out with a pinch, I suppose, but they're not great.
They'll keep the car moving.
Yeah, they'll keep the car moving. All the instructions, obviously, you've got your winglets, obviously, to add on, and all your numbers, which is really nice. Obviously, I added those on my sledge. And then you've got a manual asking you to spend more money, even though you spend a lot of money anyway. Right, we'll ignore that one. You might want to use the standard batteries, and then we got the instructions. Now, I will say, Traxxas, in my opinion, again, don't really give you a massively great instruction manual. Rob, would you agree?
The last one wasn't very helpful,
it's not like the version of Armour, but I mean, quite honestly, if you're buying a car like that, all right, by the way, standard size washing machine, XRT. Craig, love you, man. If you are buying a car like this, I mean, at the end of the day, instructions like this, you're going to know the majority of it anyway, all right?
No breakdown on parts numbers.
No breakdown on parts numbers either. Right, let's move on. So you've got everything. This is what's included. You've got the upgraded gearing. Now it's time for X-Maxx.
Take two.
Take two. Right, okay, guys. X-Maxx Ultimate, you don't understand how much I have yearned for this truck. As you can see, I've got it in the green colourway. I'm really excited that they had the green. We had a little bit of a situation where I actually thought I was going to end up having to have the blue one, which wasn't a problem, don't get me wrong. But the green is the one that it caught my eye straight away, and I was just like, right, I need that truck. Spoke to the guys at Wheelspin. We spotted them on the website. In all fairness to them, they put one aside, and there you go. It turns out that Robbie's brother has actually got one of these as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's coming Tuesday.
Coming Tuesday. While he was there, Rob's brother actually ordered the same truck while we were standing in the shop.
We watched it go out the back door into DPD van.
Right. Rob is going to do the honours and unbox, and then yeah, we'll walk around the car and show you the same things. Right. Okay. So Rob, do the honours. So again, TQI handset with the Traxxas link in the box. That's ready to rock and roll. Oh my god, I can see the green from here.
Get down here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy. Right, I'll hold the box, you pull him out. So this one comes with the sledgehammers rather than obviously the Gravix tyres. But again, these are belted. I'll put these down a second. We have got instructions and foam to go in the battery tray. I'm not sure what these are. We'll have to look at those. Oh, separate bumpers. Right, let's talk about that in a moment. And we do have an X-Maxx Ultimate coming out. Now, nothing else in the box, I don't think. Let's put it down. Put the stand down. A little bit different with the body on this one. That green is absolutely banger.
Pops, doesn't it?
Yeah. Again, the anodizing. The shocks at the moment are caught up with the biggest cable of cable ties in all of cable tie land, which we are going to have to find somebody to open with. Be right back. Right guys, so we've gone for this green colour for my car. I think I've definitely made a good choice on the colour, especially for the X-Maxx. The funny thing was, we did look at the blue. The blue was really nice. But the green, I think, is definitely the right choice for the X-Maxx, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's it just pops. Look at the size of the shocks. I mean, that travel is unbelievable. Again, all the anodizing on the hubs, the caster hubs, the links. Funny though, because the green is slightly different colour on the links, as opposed to, I think the blue matches better with yours. Just kind of popping down. Just have a little look. 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
oh no, this is slightly darker.
Yeah. Well,
not a lot.
I wouldn't say there's a lot in there, Rob.
No. Not a lot there.
Different body mounting system, obviously, on the X-Maxx. Many of you guys are going to know that anyway. But turn the clip like so. Pull back. And that's your latching system, and then you literally just pull the body off the car and off she comes. Yeah, that colour.
Pops, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right. Put this over there. Same motor, single fan on this one, which I found a bit strange actually.
Yeah, it's odd that they've done that. I don't know why.
And having said that though, oh yeah, my motor mount is actually, the fan mount is moving.
Yeah, they are prone for that, and same with the 4 screws on the motor mount, I tell you, getting tightened up after the first run.
As you can see, green anodizing. You do have the hardened gears on the XRT as well as the X-Maxx. You got obviously the diff housing there. Again, alloy caps on the shocks. They're just absolutely beautiful. Hinge pin retainers. Obviously got the little caps there. Diff housing cover. Front diff housing cover there. Bell crank. You've servo saver, as you can see inside. Obviously you've got this turnbuckle. Rather than, I believe, this plastic on the standard XRT as well as the XRT. So all this is strengthened. Now, again, I'm going to see how these hold up. I don't hold my breath on this one because they are known for either snapping or breaking. But then again, I'm not massive about the air. But then a truck like this, I really is more about stunts and doing. Whereas the XRT is again stunt, but that is fast on the floor as well. Whereas this is, well, it's Big Joe. I mean, we're talking wheelies and doing silly stuff. Again, we'll do the same thing, but this kind of does it just because it does. That's the whole point of the X-Maxx, really. Again, as you can see, you've got bleed covers there for your shocks. Absolutely massive titanium nitride, little details in the truck. Bumper, nice big stout bumper. I do believe, obviously, there's an RPM bumper mount for this truck that will make hell of a difference. Funny thing to mention here, guys, and I forgot to mention while we're doing Rob's, we are going to be adding these captured hinge pins right the way through the car. So I will do a video on that instead of the standard ones because they are known for popping out. But yeah, we are going to be fitting them to the vehicle. Quite easy to do. VXL 8S, again, 1200 kV motor. Running on the standard gearing, but it is hardened gearing. Now, in a moment, I'll show you the gearing I've gone for on this truck. We'll put the wheels on in a second, and to just give you a full scope of how the car is. But all I can say is, Rob, I'm blown away, mate. Thank you. Metal servo, guys. Metal servo. Quite a big upgrade for anyone with a Traxxas. Now, look. The standard X-Maxx and the XRT is known for having swappy steering. What Traxxas have tried to do here is give you the best fighting chance, and a lot of people have actually said between the upgrades on the bell crank, on the servo saver, on the servo horn, the servo itself, everything is designed to take away the slop maybe the original has. All right, a lot of people will upgrade to get rid of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Again, I am going to be leaving the ESC and the motor and everything stock. The only thing I am going to change is the spur gear and the pinion. Other than that, box stock. We're going to put the wheels on now, and we'll go from there. But yeah, blown away. Absolutely awesome. Right, so wheels are on. These are the belted sledgehammers. I know a few people are actually running these now, and they said tyre-wise, they're absolutely awesome. I mean, to give you a scale of the size of the wheel, guys, huge, massive. Rob, do me a favour, show them the articulation on the arm. I mean, there's so much movement on these things. I mean, shock tuning and everything, as time goes by, I'll probably learn the car a little bit better. I mean, for now, I'm just going to run it box stock and get used to it. But absolute unit of a thing. Again, to put the two together, which I will do in a moment. We'll put them side by side on the floor and let you have a look at them both. But yeah, I'm struggling today to do a proper unboxing because one, the size, two, I'm blown away, and three, well, I'm blown away.
Can't get both in the kitchen.
Yeah, can't get both in the kitchen at the same time. But when the sun is out tomorrow, mind you, that's if we do have sun. Yeah. When the sun is out tomorrow, we'll get them out in the garden and then give you a proper look. But I'll put the body on now. The other thing actually is we just noticed the battery tray on this one is different to the XRT. The XRT opens from... It's the opposite way. Yeah, it's the opposite way basically. So the DXF batteries that we picked actually fit in this perfectly, lovely. Whereas the XRT we did struggle, but luckily I have got a solution from Rob. I've been saving, so I'm going to give that to him from Garage Life. So a big shout out to Tyson. Let's get the body on and we'll go from there. There you go, guys, with the body on. What a beautiful looking thing. It's the extras in the body. I noticed it as well also on the XRT. You see the little design in the paintwork? Gorgeous looking. All the way through the body. Such an awesome looking bit of kit. Lovely. This green is mind-blowing. But yeah, majorly happy with this. Majorly happy. Right, guys, so this is them both together, size-wise. Now, my kitchen isn't exactly big, but this is taking up half of my kitchen, all right? So we are talking probably somewhere in the region by there, but what, how many foot would you say that is from side to side, from that side to this side, Bob?
Just over 4 foot.
4 foot in width.
4 1/4 foot.
Just for two of them together, but magnificent.
Just over 2.5 foot long.
Really, really magnificent to look at, both of them side by side. So obviously the ultimate box there for the XRT and the X-Maxx. Beautiful. So while I'm here, guys, while I was in wheel spin, me and myself, Rob and the boys picked up some extra stuff each. But for my car in particular, we've gone for the 50 tooth pinion, spur. Obviously, You can go down to a 46. I've had plenty of opinions off Mark from Kerry Diggy on Bashers, Mitt Snorri from Snorri RC, Andrew Casey, a few other people, Craig from Craig's Crash and Bash have all given me kind of their opinions on what to go for. And the one that came out the most was a 50 tooth spur and a 20 tooth pinion. Both game mod 1. Funny thing to mention here is if it's got an R or an X at the end, you are having an upgraded part. So this is the hardened pinion and hardened spur, just like we did with Rob's. Adapters, again, no major biggie, just making sure that we can obviously use the batteries we want to. And quite a big thing for me, as you know, I constantly complain about my hands on the channel and wrenching. So even though I've got like the method screwdrivers, I've got MIPs, a lot of the time I would use a electric screwdriver. So we picked up the Toro Master Team Corrali driver, and Rob's actually got one coming because they only had one in store. But yeah, really good help with my hands, so I can start wrenching, do more videos for you guys. Right, on to what's in the instructions. In there we have now, funny thing is, I think, are these batteries for the batteries? I'm not sure. They look like they clip onto something. Don't know, we'll have to look in the instructions for that. Yeah. Again, nonsense drivers. We do have some battery retainers. That is if you want to not run the... not many people know about this, but you can remove the wheelie bar. And, oh, it might be something to do with the bumper then.
Could be.
I'm not sure. But you can remove the wheelie bar, put this in, and then obviously you can let the car stand up on the back wheels. I will run the wheelie bar for now, especially with the fact that obviously we've got the anodized wheels on both cars. So I'm going to use those. Funny thing is, though, they gave me a little Traxxas driver here with the
half the length of the other one.
half the length of the other one. So it's really strange. We're still trying to find Robbie's. We haven't got a clue
where it's gone.
No idea.
It'll be here somewhere.
Stickers. Traxxas stickers to go on the car. Oh, I've got to apply them myself, have I? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so they've got to go on the car. And then some Traxxas Ultimate stickers to go over wherever I want them. And then obviously you've got your instructions again. I think what we're going to do here is we're also going to give you a quick demonstration on how the TQ app can link up to your phone and update the firmware. We'll put the batteries in. I think that'll be an awesome thing to do, especially with Rob. We want to make sure Rob's car is sorted for him, and obviously mine. I think we're going to try and run these tomorrow, depending on the weather. We'll see what happens and go from there. But yeah, this is what we picked up, and obviously what you're getting in the instructions. So what we're doing here, guys, is basically we're going to connect the batteries up for the first time. We have put some batteries into the handset. Now, the reason why we're doing this is just like every single car or computer out there, even the ESCs in this actually require a firmware update. So do the Traxxas TQI handsets. Now, because of the Traxxas link, myself and Rob actually have downloaded Traxxas link. Now, Rob has used it. As you can see, he has got his Max Slash on there. So we're now going to bind up this handset. So if you turn on the handset first, Rob. Sorry, put it on the wheel. Put it on the wheel. Okay.
Right, she's on.
So the handset is on.
Yeah.
The easy set button, we're going to press that. Okay, so as you can see, all kicked in. Now, we have got, just make sure we got power. Go. Yeah, everything's working. Lovely, done.
And backwards.
Yeah, right. Now, back on the TQI the Traxxas link app. So I'm going to move it away because obviously Rob's got a password. Don't want to show you that. If we go to garage, I believe it is
model setup.
Model, yeah, it could be. No, sorry, vehicle at the top. Go home. Go vehicle.
Support.
Right, I think we're going
43 months.
Yeah, one of those. And then we're going to select. Now, what I should have actually done here is linked up with the car. So I'm going to pause 2 seconds just so we can get it on the right vehicle. Bear with me. Right, guys, just give you a quick update. That is connected, it's updated. We had a few issues with Rob's and we couldn't work out why. Now, I'm using an iPhone, Rob is using an Android. Is that something? I don't know. But we are connected now, the handset is connected. So, just to give you an idea of the update, all right, what we need to do is go back, go to support, go to update, touch there to proceed with the firmware update. First of all, as you can see, it gives you a little warning, what it's about to do, then click proceed. Okay, so now it is beginning, you click on the update, begin update, it's going to perform the update. Now, as you can see, it's going to drag the information off the internet and it's performing an update on the TQI transmitter. So that is now downloading. I'm going to press pause 2 seconds, come back to you when we got progress. But as you can see, that is now downloading the update. Okay, so now it's actually updating the firmware of the TQI handset in the process. As you can see. Again, pause the video 2 seconds. Right, okay, so we're heading towards the end of the update. As you can see, and myself and Rob are enjoying a cheeky beer while we're doing all this. We're just heading to it. There you go. It's now updated successfully. All devices seem to be updated. Wrapping things up. Okay. So we actually managed to sort it out, guys. I don't know what it was, but what we did is turn the Bluetooth off on the handset. Rob's phone, I mean. Turned the handset off, turned the car off, restarted the phone, come back, and straight away it just linked up, didn't it, Rob?
Yeah.
Right, so to get to this, updates available, let's go back to the main screen. Can we do that? No, we can't.
I don't think so.
Right, okay, so basically you go to support, go to update, and then proceed with update. Okay, there you go. Begin update, yes, and now that's going to perform the update. Weird that it did what it did, but as long as we get to the end resolution of exactly the same thing, where the receiver and the handset have all been updated, that's the main thing. But a bit of a long-winded way of looking at it, but it's actually quite good if you are having problems with a Android device, not an iOS device, e.g. iPhone, Android phone. Maybe try doing that. Turn the Bluetooth off, turn the phone off, restart your app, turn the handset off, turn the car off, restart it all back up, go to support, and then look for the update. I don't need to show you the rest because I have shown you the rest. Now I'm going to stop the video. Right, guys, so we're back to the end of the video now. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing and the first look at both trucks. You impressed?
Yeah.
We've just been sat here gawping at them. Both of them. I mean, we're on. It's 9:30. We've been going since 5 o'clock this morning. It's been a long day. Met the guys in Wheelspin. We've done what we've set out to do in the first place, haven't we? I genuinely would be hard pushed to pick either one of them. Like initially, I was all about the X-Maxx, and then I changed my mind to the XRT, and then I went back to the X-Maxx, and honestly, genuinely, I think I would just go for either one. Either one. They're beautiful trucks. To actually know that I now own one, and yourself, it's a nice, it's a lovely feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice little joint. Wake up.
Yeah, awesome. You're going to see tons of these on the channel between myself, Rob. There's loads of guys actually, to be honest with you.
There's a few that have just got their hands on them, including Terry.
Yeah, between the belted versions, the ultimates, and everything else. I want to say a massive, massive, massive thank you to Wheelspin, and a huge thank you to Rob. It's been a wicked day. I'm just drained. I'm absolutely knackered. I feel like I've been dragged through a bush backwards, but it's worth it.
Oh, it was worth it.
It's 100% worth it. Guys, I will put a link in the description where you can pick this car up from the good people at Wheelspin. And I will put a link to Tenby RC and obviously Panside RC. And obviously RC Buddies, which is my own Facebook group, which Rob is also an admin on there. Guys, massive thank you to for watching all the videos. Till next time, check the box for more videos from me, from Rob, from The Ultimate. I'll catch you later.